Peace, love, and balance, everybody. Peace, love, and balance, y'all. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Isha, the goddess of wisdom, also known as Goddess on the Rise, the Copper Queen, the Flower Hoodie Queen, bringing this sacred energy change 222. And if you do not know, I am also the Tennessee with y'all. I'm the Tennessee with y'all. So look, y'all, for those of y'all that follow me on my Instagram page, I was doing a live on Instagram with this particular reading, and I literally done got cut out twice. Now I know the Mercury retrograde causes these things too, but I do not think it's a coincidence that my video keeps getting shut down as I'm trying to deliver a message about my that is definitely some toxic forces trying to like some dark forces trying to prevent me from getting this message out. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all, the past 2 days, it started yesterday, I wasn't feeling well. I did feel like I was like under spiritual attacks. My head wasn't feeling well. I felt like my energy has been being drained. Like, I don't know if y'all remember Harry Potter, but remember them Death Eaters? Like, I felt like some Death Eater was like sucking the life out of me. So I didn't feel well. So I decided to really rest up today, and I wasn't gonna go live. But then Spirit led me, after I did my devotion for today, doing my research and studying, to deliver this message. Okay. And there's definitely some energy out there that's trying to prevent me from delivering this message. So I had to come over to YouTube, y'all. I was literally dropping a lot of stuff and it keeps cutting out as I'm really getting into the thick of it. It also could be my energy because I'm in an ascension and maybe my energy is really like turned up too as well. But y'all, this energy is crazy right now. It really is, okay? So definitely stay cleansed and stay in balance and stay protected. And if I was you, I would really stay away from most people if you can, because there's a lot of low vibrational energy out there, and all it takes is one person being around somebody else that dims it all. You know what I mean? And mess you up. Okay. So I want to start off again telling y'all I'm gonna be using my tarot cards to give like to proof read some things that I'm reading from this book, and I want to show y'all some books that I'm real big on showing y'all the books that I get, the sources that I use to get this information from, and further research stuff as well. Okay. And I'm going to be using a few tarot cards to show why this is to back up what I'm saying, and show y'all the hidden symbolism that they have from us. Okay. So starting off again, I'm going to show y'all Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. Sacred Woman by Queen Afua is the book that I read when I was 24 years young. And my mentor that owned the store called the Cable Line Images, that now his son uh owns, Jordan Harris, brother Yusuf Harris, actually recommended this book to me when I was 24, when I had got out of prison, not prison, excuse me, jail for domestic violence, y'all. I didn't know what was going on, and I had to turn my life around because I'm like, this is not how I'm supposed to be acting, this is not how I'm supposed to be being treated, and this is definitely not what I'm supposed to be attracting. You know what I'm saying? So this is what helped me start my healing journey and tapping back into my divine feminine energy that I had really just lost, y'all, being in an abusive relationship and then coming from an abusive family. Okay. So I know this is a book for women, but I tell men all the time, you have to have balance. So I read books written by men a lot, and about men for men, because I need to understand the masculine energy and what he's been through as well. So men and women, we need to start reading each other's books. All right. So look, the second book right here is going to be Ma'at, okay, which is what this live is about to be about. It's going to be about the balancing of the scales, okay, Ma'at. And that is the energy we're in. We're in the justice energy and we're in the judgment energy. And if you do not know, Ma'at and Tahuti, which is King Thought, were married. They were a married couple that upheld the principles of Ma'at together, okay? Guiding principles of moral living. Tahuti was not threatened by Ma'at at all. He worshipped the ground she walked on. He was in gratitude for her wisdom because he was a god of wisdom. Okay, this is some sapiosexual stuff. So he supported her. Okay, so that's another thing. The rise of the divine feminine is not the fall of man. It's the fall of patriarchy though. It's the rise of the divine masculine alongside the divine feminine. So this is about union. That's why I talk about balance, y'all. We're not gonna get anywhere without each other. I promise you. We're not going to get anywhere without each other. The union of the man and the woman is necessary right now, even us. So for some of my brothers and sisters, y'all are building legacies, and y'all, the chosen ones, y'all know. The chosen ones, we own it. It was 444 as I was saying that, y'all. Oh my God. The chosen ones go. If you do not know, y'all, I am a matriarch. I do not have a husband or children yet, but I'm still building my legacies, because regardless if I get married and get to have children or not, I am a chosen one and I'm doing my divine purpose, because this is my last time here. Once I leave, my transition and my contract is complete. I'm ascending. I'm not coming back and reincarnating here on planet Earth. Okay? So that's what this energy is about. It's about getting your spirit right. It's not even, if you don't want to be in a sacred reunion, you don't have to. But I promise you though, it's it's definitely, the rise happens when the union happens, the divine union, okay? That's what the triangle, the pyramid energy is about. The star system, all right? Woman, man, and child. The completeness, right? That's why the pyramid behind me. You got to have each other. We need each other. The unk, let me pull that back up again. The unk, right? Man and woman creating their star seed together. Okay, but both people have to share the same principles, just like Tahuti and Ma'at did, and just like Yeshua and Mary did. Okay, if they're not on the same page, that's why we have so much division and destruction. Okay, and he versus she, but that's about to get demolished. People that are still operating that way, it's not going to work. So the Egyptian Book of the Dead, highly recommend the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Now I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of us. We love wearing the we love wearing the iron, we love dressing and talking about it, but y'all don't really understand these principles. That's nothing. Religion came from ancient Kemet. The 10 commandments came from the 42 laws of Ma'at. And notice they only had 10 instead of 42. They gave us 10, and that's it. Just 10. And that was wrong. So the next couple of books I'm going to share with y'all that I got. These are all books that I have gotten from other sources, reading, watching channels just like myself, and people taught me and recommended books, and I listened and got them. So Isis Magic. If you did not know, Isis and Mary and Kali and Ishtar are the same, okay? This book says they're cultivating a relationship with the goddess of 10,000 names, okay? She's done had so many names because they had to protect her. If you don't know, Mary had to go into hiding. She was carrying the bloodline of Christ, Yeshua. So she had to hide, and her name kept changing. She didn't stop teaching, but they had to literally hide her. Okay, she had to live in hiding her whole life just to do her purpose because they wanted to kill her. And if you don't remember, in the Bible, when Yeshua saved her, they was trying to stone her. And everybody keep calling Ishtar and them a whore. She's not a whore. She's about balance. And the patriarchy can't stand that. Now listen to me when I say this. This is not me targeting anybody. The patriarchy does not want to be about balance. He wants to live in ego and flesh and have no self-control or discipline, which is the opposite of order and balance. Okay. That's what it's about. He wants his ego fed instead of his soul and spirit fed, and vice versa with a toxic feminine. She doesn't want to live in divine order and balance and harmony. She wants to be, wild and free and whatever that may be, but definitely not in balance and harmony. Okay. So, and this is not an offense, and that's nothing. If that's the life that you choose, just be happy with it. This is not an insult to y'all or something to degrade anybody, but just know you're not gonna reach Christ consciousness in that energy. I'm just telling y'all. Also, the Gospel of Mary, y'all. The Gospel of Mary. This book right here, I have not read yet, but I'm reading this other book because I feel like it had more information than I do. Because this book is The Secret Teachings of Mary, including the lost verses of the Gospel of Mary, revealed and published for the first time. So I bought these two books together, but I've been on this one, and this one I feel like is going to be next. So that's another thing. They took the teachings of Mary out of the Bible, just like the book of Enoch and the book of Eli and all the different books that they took out. Why did they take those books out of the Bible? Anything that really we needed to really read and study, they took out of the Bible, okay? On purpose, all right? This is a book written by another Moorish sister that I was watching, actually, Black Magic 363, and I said, oh, that's a L? She's an L, y'all. Says, and look, Kali, L. She changed her name, like y'all know, I'm Isha Ali L. So it got the rise of feminine power and the ascension of the Ethiopian king. Exactly. The rise of the feminine power with the Ethiopian king. We need our God, okay? We need our king. We need our lover. We need our protector. We need our provider. We need our friend. We need our brother. We need the father of our children. You know what I'm saying? We need our fathers and uncles and all that too. Platonic relationships. We need the masculine and feminine to thrive together. Now, you know what? I'm actually happy that I had to just come over to YouTube because guess what? I started 2 different videos on Instagram and they kept blocking me. And I had to come over to YouTube, y'all. So look, this is the energy we have to be in. And then look, this one, the Black Goddess and the Unseen Real. The Black Goddess. And y'all know I love wearing my all black, okay? I know we not black. I'm a Moor. I'm a gypsy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Bruja. But they say the Black God because the sky is what? Blue-black. You know what I'm saying? At night. And we are from the ether, 666. Okay? It got right here. Our unconscious senses and their uncommon sense. Okay? We unconscious that the melanin woman is the key to the life that we really want. She's not your enemy. You have been blinded by patriarchy, man and woman, both man and woman. Most of us have done things we wish we didn't do sometimes to just appease somebody, okay? Even though it was against what we morally wanted. Not all of us, but some of us, okay? But this is the blindness that they do to us. They made us think that's why women couldn't vote. Women couldn't work. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when women couldn't vote and we couldn't even work? It was illegal for a woman to work. But then, so women were forced to stay in relationships where they were getting raped, mistreated, abused. Males were like could have babies with other women that they weren't even married to. So adultery, fornication, and then this disease is spread. This is Babylon, y'all. Man, let me ring the bell. This is Babylon. It was 11:11 as I was saying that they are trying to bring back Babylonian age in the age of Aquarius, and some of us are falling for it. Some of us are falling for it because you rather be fleshy than be divine. You don't want to fight your flesh, and y'all kept thinking we don't get, religion like ruined sex and love and everything for us. No, what they utilize religion for traumatized us because it was taught wrong. It was taught wrong, but they got a lot of principles from the Bible, from ancient Kemet, y'all. That's why the 42 laws of Matt speaks about not sleeping with another man's husband, not sleeping with not sleeping with another man's wife, and not sleeping with another woman's husband. Those are two of the 42 laws of Maat. So marriage is sacred. Tahuti was not a polygamist. Okay, I'm just saying it. Yeshua was not a polygamist. He had Mary. He had his twin flame, soulmate, partner in life, life partner, divine counterpart. That tops all of that mess. Okay? So look, that's all I'm saying. But for those of y'all that works for y'all, go ahead and y'all and don't let nobody stop you, because if that's what you want, that's what you want. But I'm telling you, I'm here to give you the facts, okay? I'm fired up now, especially since both of my videos got interrupted. And I'm like, this message is gonna get out, okay? So look, starting off, I'm going to read from some notes that I have here that I took from this book that I was telling you about the secret teachings of Mary Magdalene, okay? And if you do not know, Mary Magdalene is symbolism of the Virgin Mary, which is the Virgo, okay? This right here, I said verse, but it's something from the book, a sentence. It is the age of Aquarius, the air sign, which depicts a water bearer, okay? Y'all listen to that. It is the age of Aquarius, the air sign, which depicts a water bearer, pouring forth the waters of the new dispensation, the jar from which the waters pour, another symbol of the Holy Grail, is represented in the heavens, okay? By the three stars which are part of the constellation of Aquarius, the new age, okay? So if you remember back in the day, I think it was back in 2013, Jay-Z came out with an album called The Holy Grail, or a song, and he was talking about the Holy Grail, okay? And if you do not know, Beyonce and Jay-Z are Moors, okay? They know about the Holy Grail. And if you've seen about this, the water bearer. So if you see the star card, and if you have not watched my Christ consciousness and my Mercury retrograde energy, I highly recommend, because it's going to be a lot of stuff in there that I'm speaking about in here. So the star card for my Aquarians and my Aquarius is the star card, the age of Aquarius, and it's the water bearer. It's an air energy, but it's the water bearer, okay? Cleansing, purification, breath, spirit, nurturing, shining bright, light, purification. See what I'm saying? So the divine feminine has to rise to the star. That's why the saying goes, no nation can raise higher than his woman. She has to be lifted up, or else you're not going to be lifted up. And that goes for everybody, man and woman. Because that's another thing. Everybody is not a chosen one. Everybody has a purpose in life, but everybody's not a chosen one, okay? But so we do have to lift the divine feminine and the divine masculines up, both. Because as we lift the divine masculines and feminine up, they continue to get in line with each other, and we're finding our soul tribes and can start the royal families again that helps everybody start their families again. But this is about building family legacies, okay? That's what this is about. That's all it's ever been about. This experience is about life. This experience on earth is about life. Okay? So look, the second two cards I want to speak about, which is going to be some 10-10 energy, is the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, which is water and earth, okay? Earth and water, okay? I don't know if y'all remember on 300 when he said, what do you want? He said earth and water. The Persian, he said earth and water. Freedom, you know what I'm saying? Life, abundance, security, you know what I'm saying? Secure your family, secure your legacy. You can look at them too. Man and woman together with children. Man and woman together, children. Plentiful. Look at this empire they got behind us right here. The garden. Look at this land. It's time to receive. This is the inheritance you receive when you align with the love of your life. Okay, let's pull the lovers card up while we're talking about this. Okay, this is the energy, y'all. The lovers. This is how you get your spiritual inheritance and your earthly inheritance. Love, y'all. And this is not a joke. If by now you don't realize that's what it takes, what was the point of us growing up learning all that religion anyway? Everything about all that stuff was about union. And then this look at the sacrifice. Look at how they sacrificed Christ. Christ was a magician and healer, y'all. Y'all remember that. And the church sacrificed Christ, Jesus, Yeshua Christ. Don't forget about that. We got blinded because they sacrificed him in the Bible, and just because they put in the Bible and holy made him sound so holy, we were blinded to where we got to forgive them for doing this, so we're just gonna worship in his death for life instead of living up to what him and Mary were doing and being that. Okay, all right. So look, I want to read this from the book because I feel like I was scribbling a little bit when I was writing this and I wrote too fast. So have you ever like not been able to read your own writing? Because that's where I'm at. So I want to read this. They got the three stars hold great significance, and we think they are one sense to signify the Jesus, Mary, and John. So if you do not remember, Jesus, Yeshua, which is Yeshua, Mary, and John. John the Baptist was, it was 1717 recorded as I was saying that. John the Baptist was actually, I feel like the uncle, I believe, of Yeshua, okay? And he the one that instructed him that he should go to Egypt, okay? Which is where Mary went, and they both learned, they went to the same schools in Egypt. That's another thing. Think about how they both went to the same schools in Egypt and came back with the same message and mission. Let's ring the bell. Yeshua and Mary went to ancient Kemet, Egypt, and came back with the same mission and message as a man, as a woman. We were never supposed to be taught a man's world versus a woman's world. It's a union world. That was a lie. I'm sorry, James Brown lied to you. It's not a man's world. It's not a woman's world. It's a union world. Okay, it's man and woman together. Union, balance. It's a balanced world. For lack of a better word, it's a balanced word. Okay, world. So I'm gonna go to this in this book right here because, like I said, my writing is kind of crazy, and I'm about to read this strictly from the book. All right, because I was like, why did I write it like that? I was in a hurry. Okay, let's pull up what this said in the Bible. I keep saying Bible, but this is not the Bible. But let me see, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, because I'm gonna find this in here. Okay, here it is right here. It got the star together Sirius. It got Procyon and Betelgeuse create what is known to astronomers as the Great Triangle, a vast equilateral triangle that is one of the most striking configurations in heaven, conspicuously bright and clear. The triangle, as the three stars mark, is in the shape of a chalice or the sacred V, the downward pointing equilateral triangle which merge with our upward reaching spiritual aspirations from earth, becomes the six-pointed star, the star of the new age. Let's ring the bell, okay? So that's another thing. I know I'm not wearing my pentagram today, but that's why I wear my pentagram proudly, okay? And look, the V. The reason why I said, when I say V sometimes, because that's really what, even though this is the number 5, this is the V, the hierophant. Now let me talk to y'all about it. This is the V that they're talking about. This is the V, and you see those two men bowing to her, and she's sitting on a throne. Okay, notice the Hierophant card in the deck. Okay, the Hierophant card and the High Priestess. Okay, let me hold this down. my book because I don't want to lose my page. Notice the Hierophant and the High Priestess card in the deck. And let me tell you something else. There's no masculine card for these two in the decks. Okay? We got kings and queens in the decks. We got that. And we got the knights. But there's only one High Priestess card and one Hierophant card. And the Hierophant is the mother energy, okay? And the High Priestess is the divine feminine energy, and the combination of them both are needed. That's nothing. She's a woman of many hats. She doesn't have just one role. She doesn't, okay? And she is the Empress. All right? See what I'm saying? They have an Emperor card, but look at how many divine feminine cards they have in the deck. And then they have the Emperor. There's no High Priest card in this deck, though. There's no male Hierophant in the deck or nothing. The Empress energy, the woman, okay? So that I want y'all to know that. So we got the Star, and then also the Justice. It's a woman. That's my aunt. And then notice, this is 11. She got the scales. 11 is still symbolism of balance. It adds up to the number 2. Okay? She got a sword in one hand, and she got the scales in another, which means either it's going to be love or war, baby. That's it. We either going to have balance or we're going to have chaos. That's really it, y'all. We either going to have balance or we're going to have chaos. That's just how it goes. But they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that because they want you to frown upon the divine feminine, think she's the worst thing that ever happened to man. So she needs to be controlled and handled. So let me tell you about a handle. I posted this. This is a handle. My teacup. This is a handle that you can handle. This saying that you can handle a woman is bogus. You can't handle a woman because she's not an object. You can't handle a man, sis. He's not an object. He's a man. He's a person. He needs support, love, and respect. Vice versa for a woman. She needs support, love, and respect. You can't handle each other. Stop trying to treat each other like property and objects. They lied to you on that stuff. Stop that. Stop trying to own something. That's another thing. You keep trying to own something. Stop trying to own your woman and be in unison, okay? This is how we're supposed to be. So look, the Lover's energy, y'all. Let me pull that card back up. The Lover's energy and the Two of Cups is where we need to be. The Lover's energy and the Two of Cups is where we need to be. You see the caduceus, right? I don't have my name. I got this brooch, y'all. I got this brooch. It was like $50 in the science center of the science center in Houston, Texas, and they had like an Egyptian whole thing, and then it was dope. And this thing is fine. This is solid brass with lapis lazuli. It's a scarab. That's what I'm saying. I had to get in there. I had to get in the energy today. But this is what we need to be, y'all. There's 2 decks on union. Two cards on union. Once again, balance and harmony. The Lovers and the 2 cups. Look at that. The Holy Grail. The 2 cups. Let's ring the bell. The 2 cups. The 2 cups again, y'all. The 2 cups. It's about us. And look at them wings. And both cards with the wings. With the feline energy. And look at this woman in the back. See, look, that's another thing. Look at that. Masculine and feminine. Again. Yin and yang. It's all over the place. Okay? This is what it's about, y'all. So, look. Let's go back to what I was reading on here, okay? So, give me 1 second, okay? Why can I not find... Okay, here it is right here. The stars, these 3 stars are, we believe, Sirius and Canis Major, the great dog. Procyon is Canis Minor, the little dog. And Betelgeuse, the great star, which is in Orion, but not of it. So as I was saying earlier about got that new movie Beetlejuice coming out. If y'all remember, Brother Panic used to talk about that all the time. And I grew up watching Beetlejuice on repeat. That was my movie. So I found out at a very young age about Betelgeuse. That's a star system. And I feel like I'm so in tune with black and white. And it's crazy. The butterfly for Tennessee is a black and white butterfly, y'all. And I love wearing black and white. It's something, and my favorite animal as a child was a zebra. And then my and my placements in my chart, it makes sense why I'm about balance on my Libras and all that stuff. Everything. My Lilith is in Libra. And y'all know I'm a daughter of Lilith, which is why I'm a dark feminine. So, but I'm about balance though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about imbalance. I'm a dark feminine, but I'm about balance. All right. So look, so that's what I'm saying. Oh, and then remember in Men in Black, Orion's belt, right? They was talking about the 3 stars on Orion's belt. Remember that. They've been putting this stuff in movies and we didn't know what it was, but we were so intrigued, okay? So together, they're the Holy Trinity, okay? It got right here. We have seen that the figure of the water bearer is truly Mary Magdalene, mistress of the waters. Let's ring the bell. Hold up. She's the mistress of the waters. Purification. We need that. That's what I'm saying. Why would you not want that? So I want to talk about something too, because I have heard men say things like, "Y'all better get y'all money together before we end up having to worship women and be a woman slave." And I'm like, first of all, I think I said this already, but I'm gonna say it again. I don't want no slave, and a true divine feminine don't want a slave. A slave is hard. It's something you got to control. You know how much energy it takes to control a slave? That's why I don't understand why people want to do it. To control a slave, you got to tell them what to do all the time. If they disobey you, you got to always punish them. You got to just keep doing all this extra stuff. And all this energy you pouring into them, you're not pouring into you. Slave masters used to look rough. Like the person that has to be the overseer, it's rough. That's a rough job trying to keep people in order that don't want to obey you. That's a job, not a family. I want a family. And the divine family wants a family. So she wants to be conjoined with a man instead of feeling like she has to take a back seat to a man. Vice versa. A man wants to be conjoined with a woman. He don't want to have to feel like he's taking a back seat to her. He's a part of the whole thing. It's a union, y'all. Stop the man versus woman stuff. I'm over it. I'm over it. And then that's something. Everybody's not a chosen one. So everybody's not gonna have a high purpose to do things like me and people like Brother Panic and Brother Bobby and all that stuff. But you have a purpose. It's not about, and that's nothing. There's no purpose greater than the other. Everything has its purpose. Even the animals. The flies do things for us. The nets do things for us. Spiders do things for us. The bees do things for us. Everything has its purpose and place in this life. So if everybody does their purpose and place in this life, the world will be in complete peace and harmony and balance. But nobody want to do their part because everybody want to be either more than they are, or some people want to be less than, and they supposed to be being more. I know people like that too. There are people that should be doing more and they're doing less. So they don't want to help rise the consciousness to the world. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that too. So look, okay, here it is right here. It has, okay, let's go right here. We see also that her jar gives us not only the waters of the new dispensation, but also the oil symbol of the highest spiritual essence, the oil of spikenard, which anoints us all as sons and daughters of the king and the queen, royal offerings in our own right of one bloodline, okay? All children of the royal parents, father, mother, God. This is one aspect of the meaning of the Holy Grail, the divine cup of white jar, the chalice of light with which Mary baptizes us. The keynote of this age is the meaning of Aquarius, the sign of brotherhood. And who should John be out the brother of Mary? John symbolized so beautifully as the soaring white eagle, and for whom the teacher white eagle is a messenger. For he indeed of the spear of John has always worked with Mary and Jesus. Okay. They had to have, so that's another thing. Like, okay, so John is symbolism of the chariot. You see what I'm saying? Now, you see this card. It's 7. The number 7, which is about reciprocation, giving and receiving, and luck. The circle 7, right? So, and perfection, by the way. Perfection, divine perfection. As you can see, look at that black and white again. And the felines, ain't that some ancient Egyptian stuff right there? The feline. So John had a significant role. He was here to uphold their message. You know what I'm saying? He served them both in union together. Do you see it? Everybody has a purpose. Yeshua could not have done this without John. No. So you see how they said about brotherhood? The signs of brotherhood. Brotherhoods have to go up. The fighting between brothers and men killing each other is over. Let's ring the bell. The competing of brothers against each other and stuff is over with. No. John wasn't trying to sleep with Mary. Yeshua didn't have to worry about John trying to sleep with his wife. And he didn't have to worry about Mary trying to sleep with John. They both played a significant role in this. The Holy Trinity. The Holy Grail, the Holy Grail. Yeshua and Mary were a Holy Trinity together when they had a child. But these three were the Holy Grail. They were protecting this message and putting it out there, y'all. The chariot. That's John. John is the chariot. John is the chariot. You see him in the back. He's like, make way for the king and queen. Let's ring the bell. He's like, make way for the king and queen. It's no different from like, if y'all remember Coming to America, when that dude, they had to go with Eddie Murphy he told him to go with him. He was a servant. You to speak up. Okay? Speak. And that's another thing. He wanted the job too. That's another thing. You can't, that's what their slavery is stupid. John was not forced to do this. He was honored to be a part of the awakening of these two and the message they was giving. He was honored to do it, to be with them. And he is in history for that, okay? So look, y'all, let's get back to this is the last card. Let me see if I pulled all these other cards. I did. The Emperor. The Emperor, y'all. Look at the Emperor, okay? This one is the number 4, all right? The number 4. And if you see the Emperor, y'all know this is associated with Aries, okay? So somebody that's an Emperor could be an Aries energy, fire energy, or they could have Aries placements. But this Emperor is a fiery man. You see what I'm saying? The fire, the sun, right? He's shining bright. He's sitting on the throne too. But he's sitting on the throne waiting for his empress, okay? They have to sit on this throne together. You see this? And notice they're wearing red. And if y'all remember in the Last Supper, I'm going to read that. It's something that's in here. In the Last Supper, they had that one cup on the table, right? They had that one cup on the table that represented the waters, right? The Holy Grail and also the blood, the royal blood. He need his goddess and she need her God. Sitting on the throne alone, it just doesn't look right. It's not appeasing. This is how y'all supposed to be on the throne together. Y'all remember the time Eddie Murphy in that video? Remember the time we was together? Do y'all remember that? When we loved each other, when we respected each other, when she would never let you talk down on my man, I'll never let you talk down on my woman. You know what I mean? That's the age of Aquarius. That's the blessing of the age of Aquarius. So have no fear, okay? Have no fear. Ma'at and Taudi are here, okay? Have no fear. This is Judgment Day, y'all. It's Judgment Day. This is Judgment Day, y'all. So look. The Divine Feminine. The rise of Divine Feminine is here. That's what this is about. Holding the Divine Feminine up so we can do this. We don't get this without this. It's not a punishment. It's a gift. Because there's not about to be an evil queen, because the evil queen and a toxic feminine is not going to be in this seat. You see what I'm saying? She's not. And you're going to be able to identify this. If you can't identify a toxic feminine versus the divine feminine, that means you probably still got some stuff to work on. Vice versa. If you still messing with toxic masculines and you're not messing and you can't align with a divine masculine, it's some stuff you need to do, sis, and work on, because it's something in you that's attracting that toxicness that's in you. Everything is a mirror. Everything is a mirror. So everybody that keep blaming all men ain't nothing and all women ain't nothing, you're mirroring that. That means you're talking about yourself. You still talking about yourself. You talking about yourself because you attracted that. We don't want to look at self too. This is a time to look at self, y'all. So look, y'all, that was a very powerful message. I feel like I even got more out this time than I did when I kept getting cut off on Instagram, okay? I really do. Let me look at something else real quick before I get off of here. So, here, this one right here. I want to read this right here, okay? It got right here. Prior to the Last Supper, Jesus tells his disciples to seek and follow the man with the water pot who led them to the upper room raised consciousness. This is not just a pragmatic directive, but an esoteric teaching for humanity as it progressed towards the age of Aquarius. John, like Jesus and Mary, is older than Earth's humanity, and his sign appears above the entrance to the temples of ancient Egypt. The religious understanding of which these holy three inspired. It got for there above the temple doors, wings outstretched, gaze fixed, unwavering upon the sun, appears the emblem of the white eagle, the divine messenger of the sun. Isis herself, so deeply associated with Mary, is also depicted with wings, a sign of the close soul connection between the brother and sister united spirit of the new age. It's about union. Where them cards at? It's about union. It's another card too. I didn't pull it, but it's about the union, y'all. You heard that. It's about the union, the eagle wings, okay? Man and woman. Woman, man, and child, y'all. Where that star card go? He said the water pot. Follow the water bearer, okay? The star. All right. Y'all, that was very powerful. Like I told you, something told me to deliver that message today. And y'all, it was a lot trying to prevent me from delivering this message today. So if you do not know, Sundays is my self-care day. Self-care day. And Fridays and Sundays. That's why I'm closed on Fridays and Sundays. Those are very significant whole days. Venus Day. And it's Sunday. It's a Sunday. So I might, and I take that time to do. I study all the time, but these days I specifically set aside to study things that help keep me on a high vibration, keep me conscious, keep me balanced, and because I'm a knowledge seeker, and also it helps with me doing what I'm doing on my YouTube channel. So this was a powerful message. I really highly recommend this book. Okay, I really highly recommend this book. Okay. So look, that was the message for today, y'all. If y'all like this content, please like, share, and subscribe to me here on YouTube at Sacred Energy Exchange 222. I'm still doing 50% off on my readings to December the 23rd. I do have a Mercury retrograde reading that I'm doing. It's 12 cards. It'll be $55, and it is until January the 1st when the Mercury retrograde is over with. So now more than ever, you need to get as much messages as possible to help you get in balance and harmony so you won't miss out on your union. Because some of us are still healing and we're not ready for this. We're really not ready. And it's Judgment Day. You have to get your soul and your heart in order. And I'm here to help with that, y'all. So book those readings. If y'all need to get jewelry from me, y'all know I still have the 23% off to the 23rd at goddessontherise.life. Get y'all some jewelry. And keep your bodies in divine order, y'all, and protect it. Okay. So thank y'all so much. That's all I got for y'all. I didn't really ring my bell and do what my normal routine. Like I said, this was just a divine message I was letting out. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I do feel like I'm gonna have some lives this week, some more things I've been channeling, because I've been channeling a lot, y'all. That Mercury energy, Mercury retrograde, and I'm a Mercury rule sign. So baby, it's them antennas is going off. I'm connected. So thank y'all so much. I will see y'all in the next live. Peace, love, and balance. Capricorn checking out.